It has been a minute, and as you can see, we're having something a little different here. So I don't. My ring light is sitting right here, but I usually tape it on the wall. So right now I'm using this light that's attached to a tripod. But for some reason, the ring light, I think it broke off and can't, because all this came together. I'm just explaining why it looks a little different. But at least you can see my full body right now, so that's good. So yes, I'm back. I'm finally in my new place. As you can see, it's a little different. I don't have my decorations and things yet. So this is what we got going on. I was a little nervous because I'm like, man, I'm working with different light today. So I've been watching a few different things, and a few of you have suggested some things for me to watch. They are on my to be watch list, okay? That works two different ways. To be watch list and TOOBE watch list. Anyway, so the movie I want to talk about, I ran across this one of Dennis Reed's, and I'm trying to find the camera on this one. I guess I'll just talk this way. Anyway, y'all forgive me. So Dennis Reed is pretty good with, like, I like his movies for the most part, right? So this one's called Deadly Secrets. And my only complaint in this, and I do try to give grace when it comes to independent films because I know they're working with a limited budget, but the volume on this was it was off in a lot of situations. Like, you can tell on certain scenes, like when they would go to another angle, you can tell that the sound was different. The acoustics were different, and it kind of threw it off for me. You don't realize how important stuff like lighting and sound is when you're watching a movie until you watch a movie with a limited budget. And then you can see, well, you know what? Yes, this does make a difference. Yes, lighting does make a difference, so on and so forth. So in this one was pretty steamy. We get a murder pretty early on. I'm assuming you've already watched it, Deadly Secrets. So the bald guy, he's in a lot of, Tubi, they pretty much have like the same, they work with the same people a lot, right? So he plays a stripper. I think his name is, no, Nick is the husband. So he plays a stripper. He has this one night stand with this woman, wakes up, and she has her throat slit. She dead in the bed. So he's like, whoa, like anybody would be, runs up out of there, right? Now, the woman that he was with just filed for divorce from her philandering husband, who, that's somebody who else, I don't know if it was the volume or if it was just his voice, but I couldn't hardly understand what he was saying most of the movie. The one with the locks, her husband. I was like, okay. And so there's a lot of, like, in this movie, there's a lot of, can I call it subplots? Like the bald guy, his old flame is a police officer. Well, she ends up being on the case involving him and this dead woman that he slept with. He didn't know her. He just met her at his job, went home with her, bam, she's dead, right? So while we were watching this, you're like, okay, was it the husband of the woman that killed her? Was it, because, when it comes to these twists and turns, it could be anybody. I'm thinking this may be her partner, the police woman's partner. Like, what's going on, right? So we find out early on the husband did kill her. But I'm like, okay, so that's not the twist then. So what's the twist? And basically, it's everybody was in cahoots with everybody. Her quote unquote friend, the dead woman's friend, she was sleeping with her husband as well, and she was trying to collect insurance money off of him killing her. It was supposed to be an accident. The police woman's, her partner, he was involved. I'm trying to remember because everybody was in cahoots. He was involved, I believe, with her friend as well. Something like that. But anyway, I think, from what I remember, I think the friends ends up getting killed, and the bald head dude, and sorry, I forgot his name, but when you watch the movie. He ends up with the policewoman. The first time I saw her, she was in this movie. It was a BET movie. It was really good. It was about this man who had like this crazy kind of weird obsessive relationship with his mom, and come to find out he was a crazy one, and the mom was trying to, anyway, I forgot the name of it. I gotta find it. When I look up the woman who played the policewoman, and I follow her on Instagram too, but I'm gonna look that up to see what movie that was, because that was good. Like I said, I think it's on BET Plus, and it might come on BET. I don't know. You know, most people don't have cable anymore, so I would suggest BET to watch that. So, like I said, other than the editing issue, because that does go into a review, not just the plot, I need to be able to, hear and see and all that. Other than that, this was pretty good. I'm really, Tubi, one thing I can say about Tubi, they're known for having movies, and this isn't an original. I just want to put that out there. It's just, they just put them on Tubi, right? You have Tubi originals, and then you have people who put their movies on Tubi. They lean more towards like this suspense thriller plot twist thing, I noticed. And I noticed a lot of their movies have to do with somebody being obsessive, someone being a stalker. So I do want to see Tubi switch it up a little bit. I think I'm going to start watching maybe some comedies as well on Tubi, like Tubi original comedies, independent film comedies. I'm really particular with my horror. Speaking of horror, I know you guys have heard from Tales from the Crypt. They had this show on HBO back in like the early 90s. Well, there was a movie first that came out in 1972 called Tales from the Crypt, and I saw that yesterday, and when I tell you that, it has been a long time where a movie that I've watched has stayed with me well after. Like, that is a classic. I'm ashamed to say that it was my first time watching it, and the movie's 52 years old. But that was great. That's on Tubi as well. I might do a review on it. We shall see. But check out Tales from the Crypt on Tubi, please. It's really good. So, if you've seen this movie, Deadly Secrets, let's chat about it. What do you think? Is it cool? Do you also feel like Tubi should switch it up a little bit more with like some other plots besides the obsessive or the stalkerish? Because I see that a lot in the movies. Let me know, all right? Shout out to my 110 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you can by hitting that button for me. Also, please let me know in the comments if this video is okay. Do you like this better? You can see me a little bit more. My hands are free. With the ring light, a lot of times I'm having to hold the phone steady because the ring light might drop off the wall. So let me know if you enjoy this, all right? I'm steadily working. This is my bedroom, but I'm going to have like this back wall here be designed with some things, trying to get a little backdrop going, all right? Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.